Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. I think Monday nights are going to be a good night. Um, but yeah, so this stream, I might be a little. Sorry, I had to make sure my computer was plugged in because it's on the about to die phase. Okay, so today's live stream is all about making more money. I'm sorry, I'm a little dark on this live stream. I need to bring a light in to lighten it up. Okay, so as preppers, we always talk about ways to save money, which is great, and we talk about ways to reuse and repurpose, and all these also great. But something that is like hardly ever talked about is how to make more money. It's not just so that you can throw it all on preps, which is great, something that we will probably do in one way or another. And preps can be multitude of things, right? But it's also going to be just a general way of improving your life in some way or another. Maybe you could, have a little bit of a savings so that in case your car, like, your car breaks down or something, then you could have that savings because you brought in that extra money. And so you were able to apply that extra money to your savings so you could fix your car, or you can upgrade your air conditioning, you can get solar or whatever. You could put maybe a little more effort into whatever. Now I want to hear your guys' suggestions, of course. Thank you all so much for being here. I see a few people in the chat. Sorry, I was just checking. So I see a few people in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. If you guys have any suggestions for how to bring in extra money, of course, I want to hear from you. Just put it all in caps. And but today I'm going to talk about the most legit ways to do it. Like, you go online and you're like, how to earn extra money. And it's like, go to this app and you can earn $1, or like not even $1. It's like 1 cent every time you buy something at Walmart. And it's like, well, okay, a little bit of cash back sometimes is really good. So like credit cards and stuff, they give you that cash back. It's cool. And that can definitely help, sometimes if you, like if you have a credit card, this isn't one of the ways to make money, but if you have a credit card that has cash back, you can let it build up, or you can sometimes use that cash back to actually pay your bills, your credit card bill and stuff like that. But okay, so I'm going to get through these 10 ways here. So number one, if you have a vehicle, use that vehicle to your advantage, meaning you could deliver stuff. So I know that Amazon now is delivering independent drivers where you go and deliver packages. And you do use your vehicle, but there's also like Uber Eats and DoorDash and all these things where you just go and pick up and drop off. You're never, you're not picking anybody up in your car through Uber or anything like that. Like, my husband did that for a little bit, and it wasn't like the most fantastic thing in the world, but yeah. So when I talk about using your vehicle, it's more like ways that you can use your vehicle to like deliver stuff, and that can pay really good if you have time. Like maybe you can do it in the evenings sometimes. You can do it like maybe on the weekends, that kind of thing. But yeah, so use your vehicle. Also, if I'll talk about this in a second, actually. I don't want to skip ahead. Okay, so sell extra stuff. Of course, making extra money is, helpful, if you have some extra stuff to sell. So, I think we all have like a bunch of little stuff. So like a garage sale can be a really great way to get rid of like this little stuff, like maybe books that don't sell too great, or some things that maybe you wouldn't be able to put on Facebook or Craigslist or something, but it might sell in a garage sale. Go ahead and get that garage sale going. Get all the stuff out that you don't use anymore, and you're clearing space and you're making a little extra money. You could probably do that every once in a while. Now, another way of selling extra stuff is also going to garage sales, finding stuff for super cheap, and then flipping it on Facebook or Craigslist. So in the same vein as garage sales, you're selling your extra stuff, but you're also, kind of flipping as well. That's been a big thing for a lot of people. I know Gary Vee does that all the time. But yeah, flipping garage sales or from estate sales, they usually have a lot of really good stuff. So if you have the time, and to go around to garage sales and estate sales, I know we got a really expensive canoe for like $50, but it was like a really high end canoe that just needed like a little fixing up, and we did it, and we used it for a while, and then we sold it for like twice as much. So no, four times as much. Sorry, twice as much would have been $100. No, we sold it for much more than that. I good at math. Okay. So again, if you guys have any ideas that have helped you or other people that you know, please put them in the chat. But I'm just going to keep going here for number 3, remote jobs. So due to COVID, I think that was one of the best things that came out of COVID was the fact that there are way more remote jobs now. And now, of course, there's still going to be a ton of in-person jobs. There's your retail and restaurants and things like that really need those in people jobs. And if you can do that, that's great. If you have the time to maybe do it in the evenings, the weekends, or maybe you just need a full-time job or something. I know somebody who worked full-time Monday through Friday, and then they work part-time at a retail place, so they could get discounts on stuff that they really liked at that retail place, but they also brought in some extra money too. So, but there are also lots of remote jobs. There's tons and tons and tons of remote jobs. They're all over the place. Go to LinkedIn, go to Indeed, and just search remote jobs. And then you can start narrowing down your search based on like your background or what you might be interested or able to do. Like maybe you don't have a quiet space for like phone customer service or something like that, but maybe you could do chat customer service, or maybe you could do transcripting or things like that, And so there are just so many remote jobs now. Way more people are considering more remote opportunities in their company since COVID, honestly. So it's kind of like the one really good thing that came out of COVID. Okay, so Christy here has said we're going back to the decluttering. As I declutter my stuff, I tag it and box it up until I have enough for a garage sale. It's a really good idea. Put it all in boxes. You don't have to have a garage sale as you find like one or two things, right? That's kind of silly, but I don't know. Maybe not silly. Maybe you want to do that. I don't know, but bag it up and tag it and then have a garage sale. One of my neighbors just did a garage sale with their family and friends. So like they did like a big garage sale, brought in a bunch of people, and then like a bunch of people made money. So that was a really good idea too. Childcare for other families. This is such a good idea. If you have the desire to watch children and really be a good advocate for children, I do recommend this. I think that a lot of people see this as well as like dog walking or watching animals as just like a quick, way to make money. But I think there does have to be some passion there, that you really want to take care of children, you really want to take care of animals, that kind of thing. Like, I just wouldn't recommend taking out this stuff if you're just like, I just need the money, really have some kind of heart for it. That's all I'm saying. Just so we're being the best advocates for these animals and the kids. I've just read a lot of horror stories. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But good idea. If you're in that position and you love kids and love to watch them and help them, watch them grow and that kind of thing. Okay, so yes, thumbs up, come in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so next idea, where was I? Oh, yes. So this is going to be a little weird, and it's going to be very, very odd for a lot of people, and most people are not going to be on board with this. But I wanted to throw this out there because when I was younger, I did donate plasma. And it was a really good way to make money. And, that plasma is life-saving. It is a life-saving thing that you're doing. It's like donating blood, but you're donating plasma and you're getting paid for it. So donating plasma, I think, is a totally legitimate thing to do. And you are making money and literally saving lives with what you're doing there. So, I had to stop. Like, I just started getting sick after a while. I don't know what it was. Maybe I didn't weigh enough or something, but I don't know. maybe I didn't eat enough. But donating plasma can be a way to make a little bit of extra money. The next one is going to be like renting stuff, like not renting like a room in your house. Although if you have a room in your house and you're cool with roommates, I've watched some documentaries that make me rethink ever wanting roommates again. Like if I ever was in the position, if I was single these days and I'm like, and I didn't know somebody and I wanted a roommate, I don't think I could do it. I would just get like the smallest studio apartment. I would never get roommates again. You watch some of these documentaries and you're like, man, people, what is wrong with our society? Okay. They're basically, I'm going to go into it just for a second, but they're like career squatters. They go in, they're super nice, and then they get in and they never pay rent and they never leave and they make your life a living HE double hockey sticks. And so, yeah, it's not good. I don't want roommates. Anyway, so rent stuff like if you have like an RV, you can rent your RV. If you have a vehicle or if you're in a position to potentially rent to purchase a lower cost vehicle and then rent that out, you could rent that could be like your exclusive rental car. I mean, the rental industry is huge. People rent trailers, they rent tools, they rent everything. Like go to Home Depot and you see people literally renting tools, like just tools, everyday tools, right? So if you have these these commodities, you could rent this stuff out. If you're not using your RV all the time, rent it out. If you're not using, maybe your car all the time, you can rent it out, or you could potentially purchase another vehicle if that's in your budget. I know we're talking here about bringing in extra money, but I mean, sometimes you could even rent your car enough that you're paying the car payment plus, have extra. I know people that make tons of money doing this stuff. And it doesn't even have to be a special car or a special RV or something. People just, they do. And if you have land, you could potentially rent like a camping space for them. It depends on where you are, of course. You could, there's lots of stuff to rent. People rent all kinds of things. A trailer is a really good thing to rent. Yes, a lot of people do go to U-Haul, but a trailer is a really good thing to rent. So the next one is going to be becoming like a virtual assistant. This is kind of like the remote job thing, but it's becoming like a virtual assistant, as in you can just find a job or put yourself out there saying, hey, I'll help you with these tasks, with these random tasks. Like I'll do anything basically that they don't have time to do. Like if they need to send out flyers or they need to call people or they need emails answered or whatever it is, you'll be their virtual assistant and you can work from anywhere. I know somebody who is a virtual assistant for voice actors, and all they did was they did a lot of stuff, but their main job was to edit their audio for them. So whenever a voice actor would record whatever they needed to record, they would send it to that virtual assistant and they would edit the audio down for them and then send it back. That was their job. So, if you have stuff like that, freelancing, any type of freelancing, you look at your skills and then look at the type of skills that you could acquire, right? So could you acquire web or development skills? Could you acquire writing skills, that kind of thing? Could you acquire any type of freelancing skills? There's so many different things that could be freelancing. Graphic design, real simple stuff too. Like you don't have to be an expert at this stuff. I know people that literally use Canva and create logos for people in Canva and then send it to them and they make money. There's people that make businesses off of all these kinds of things. And that actually brings me to the next one, digital products. You could make designs, maybe not in Canva, but in other type of programs. You could make these digital products and then you could sell them like on Etsy and things. Now that is a very competitive market. The same with like on Fiverr, these kinds of places. You can definitely make yourself known, but you're going to have to put yourself out there a little bit and have these products maybe be just like really niche down, if you see a bunch of people selling the same types of digital products or the same types of designs, then you go in a different direction and sell something else that might cater to a totally different market. But yeah, so really we want to be looking to our skills and our 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 abilities, like what kind of skills, what kind of things interest us. If we are interested in, learning to code and that kind of thing, there's lots of places to learn to code online for free. And there's lots of places to learn to be a social media manager or like these kinds of things that can help you, land jobs that can help bring in a little extra money. The next one is propagating plants. So I've noticed that places like Tractor Supply and Home Depot, they are just sad, sad plants. Okay. I went to Tractor Supply the other day and they were literally selling us dead plants. Literally dead. Dead. They were dead and still trying to like sell it. And I was like, these are dead. and and so you can propagate your plants or just grow plants, right? Just grow plants from seeds or propagate or whatever. And you could sell them on Facebook. You can sell them on Craigslist or whatever. You can sell them these places and people buy them. People love, if you want to set up like a farmer's market table, that kind of thing. Yeah, people love, like, homemade stuff, just plants or whatever. Hi everybody. Wow, lots of people came in. Oh boy. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Here you go. Here's a good one. Offer to be a tailor if you have sewing skills. You know what? This is actually a really desired skill because nobody has it anymore. Nobody. Like I see these businesses that are still open that are tailoring businesses and they are busy. Like I like somebody took I remember a friend took their pants to somebody and they were like, "Yeah, it's going to be a week," because they were that busy. Okay? This is like a really good idea right here. People need things tailored. They need things hemmed and they don't have the skills. You do. And it's super easy. Oh my gosh. Hemming things, ridiculous easy. Air layering balls. I don't know what this means. Clarify, please. Air layering balls. Please clarify. Yeah, duplicate fruit trees. Yeah, so propagate all kinds of things. Propagate all the plants. Propagate. Let's see. Can collect hickory nuts to sprout trees. Yeah, you can collect all kinds of seeds and nuts. There you go. Shoe repair. Shoe repair has long wait times now too. That's absolutely true. People do tend to buy new when things break, but there's still those people that want their things repaired. Shoe repair, 100%. This is still a viable business. I know somebody also that, another one. Now, some of this stuff does take a little bit of an investment, but there was one that was mobile car repair. And it was, so you just get some tools, you invest in some tools a little bit, and then you go, you set up your business and you say, hey, I'll come out and I'll change your oil at your house, or I'll, repair whatever needs to repair right there in your house. I am a mobile car maintenance person. So I come to your house and I repair your stuff. That's really big. Anything mobile that you come to their house to do is really big. Of course, the shoe repair thing, I'm not talking about that. Like the sewing and the shoe repair, they bring you your stuff and then you do it at your own time and leisure, right? But yeah, those are really, really good ideas. Yeah, I am going to look it up. We're talking about the air layering balls. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm probably going to forget about it later. Air layering balls. Air layering propagation kit. I'm fascinated now. Oh, is it just like a little mini greenhouse? Oh, yeah, that's what it is, right? They look like little mini greenhouses, kind of. Okay, I wish I could share my screen. Sorry, I got a lot of tabs open. I can't let you guys see my stuff. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna look that up a little bit more. Okay, so herbal medicine. So this is this can be a little tricky. This could be a tricky area. I would sell herbal plants. Plants that are medicinal, that kind of thing. I probably would not sell. I might sell dried herbs, but it wavers on I don't know. I don't know how to put this. There's only so many people that I would trust to give me the right herbs, you know what I mean? Or that kind of thing. But I can recognize a plant, but when it comes down to the dried herbs or like, putting things in, making my own teas and that kind of stuff for people, that gets a little sketchy, especially if you don't know the person. Doesn't seem legit business, that kind of thing. So just be careful with this, but it's a really great concept. And I think if you could grow like really, or like herbs that are not so common, like don't sell mint and rosemary and any of these, but you sell like the really uncommon ones, like moringa and stuff like that. You have a business right there. You could grow and sell those type of really unusual plants that people don't normally see in stores, that kind of thing. So foraging, I kind of want you to expand on this a little bit more. You could teach foraging, absolutely. I know several. I know, well, just one person locally. He teaches foraging classes, and he is always booked. He is slammed. I mean, he's always doing foraging classes. So, yeah, I was actually my last one here. Teach in person or online. A lot of us have skills that we could teach, and so maybe at first you have to offer some free classes or something like that, but there's also classes for like kids, like on outschool.com. You could do like a bunch of different classes. You could do like a little dance class for kids, or like yoga class, or like a survival class, or like a sewing class. I mean, these things are really big, and you could make it like you could give a spin on it for kids, and it's teaching kids, and you're also, sharing your passion. You could also do, the in-person, of course, but there's, if you know how to, if you're like an expert at the piano, you can teach piano lessons. We all have skills. That we can share. We all have things that we're good at. Or if you feel like you're just not good at anything, it is time to start learning skills, right? Start learning how to knit, start learning how to propagate, start learning how to do these things, and then share with other people these skills. And so we can keep, sharing, and everybody's, knowledgeable and all those kinds of things. I plan on teaching drop spinning, knitting, and weaving. See, if those classes were offered in my area, I'd be right there. I have been desperately trying to find a weaving class. If I could find a weaving class local, ooh, I'd be there. If I could find a weaving class online, I'd be there. I've done some weaving, but I'd really like to take a legit class that's just like holds my hand while I do it. Teaching the children is very important. Yes. Especially these, the sewing and, whatever. It could really be anything, but yeah. Let's see. Soap and body scrubs. You know what? This is a huge business. Huge. Candles, soaps, body scrubs, huge business. People love this stuff, especially if you could put like a fun spin on it. That's like like survival candles, or this is a survival body scrub, or whatever. Maybe not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like really, again, niche down, and make it different than everybody else. Make different colors or scents, or you could be the super all natural, where you only do from bear fat or whatever, you know what I mean? Like really make it unique. But yeah, these are huge businesses, and it doesn't matter like what competition is out there. they're all getting business. They're all getting business, right? No one's mentioned barbering. Yeah. You know what? People still want their haircuts. They want not only their haircuts, but more men these days are getting shaves and they're getting their beard trimmed and all that. They're going places to do this. So yeah, it's big business there. Yeah, teach a language or cooking or baking, absolutely. Cooking and baking, that's a really good one. I feel like, especially during 2020, everybody was turning to cooking and baking, and where were they turning? Online, of course. And so you could teach this stuff like legit, learn how to cook and bake. Yeah, laundry detergent is a big one. Absolutely, any type of DIY home care, they're huge. DIY laundry, DIY, what is this? Hair soap, shampoo. I'm hungry. Yeah, so DIY shampoo. I saw someone selling their homemade DIY dry shampoo. A huge businesses. And especially, the more natural and the less ingredients you can put in this stuff, you are going to have a solid business. I guarantee it. Yes, this is what I'm going to call it from now on, the hair soap. Technically, it's hair for the it's hair for the soap. It's soap for the hair. Listen, all right, relax, okay. Okay. Well, those are my 10 ways to make money, plus additional what you guys have all said. Use your skills. Really, like, we all have our skills and we can all learn things. I know somebody that learned to make soap, and then it was like a couple months later they opened up their own soap making business because they were so good at it and they were so passionate about it. And you just never know, maybe you try something new and you're like, man, I just love this so much, and my friends are raving about it, I'm raving, whatever, and just do it. What's it gonna hurt? It might be a little investment in the beginning of some things, but won't know till you try, right? All right. Sure, but I'm pretty sure also illegal unless you get like a legit business. Illegal. Yes, this is illegal. All you Fed boys listening. Okay. Let's see. I make herbal salves. So do I. And I think one of the only reasons I haven't sold them is because a lot of people are really particular about certain oils and things like that. And so I just haven't done it. But yeah, I love to make herbal salves too. But that's actually becoming a really big thing these days. More people turning to more natural solutions, right? And herbal salves, they're a natural solution to like Neosporin, fire starters. Again, you may think that this is like a really saturated market. There's so many fire starters out there, but people love fire starters. They love fire starters. I love to buy fire starters. I love to make fire starters. I'm just obsessed with fire starters. So I think that's definitely something to look into as well. If you can find like a really good combination of ingredients for a really nice fire starter, who knows? I know somebody that, I don't know him, but I mean, he started very small and he's expanded and he's done a whole bunch of stuff now. So in the fire starting business, you get schmooze and get to know people and send your products to people, and yeah, you never know. Yeah, made fire kits that I gave out as prizes. That's cool. Yeah. You could do the Altoid kit thing, or you could do like in little like you could make like little pouches that are like your fire kits, and they're like little drawstring pouches, and you have it in there, and it's like this whole kit inside there. You can make it like really unique and fun, and it's different than other things that you have that you've done. Do the fire starter cupcakes with Cheetos. Oh yeah, yeah, I've done that. It wasn't with Cheetos; it was Doritos. I didn't do it with my kids either. This was pre-kids, and I wanted to know if it was true that chips will. I have a video. It was like I don't know, 6, 7 years old now, but yeah, it's. I have not done a fire starter cupcake, but I've done Cheetos or Doritos, if that's what you're talking about. So yes, hello. Do you guys have any more suggestions? Lots more people in here. Thank you for coming, everybody. Hope this is a good time for everybody. Um. Oh. Cold War Prepper brought up a really good one. The traveling notary. Now, it is so easy to become a notary, and everybody needs a notary. I just needed a notary last week, and it was insanely difficult to find one. In fact, I did a Google search and I couldn't find one. I went to my bank eventually, but not even my bank came up as like a legit notary. Now UPS does, but they didn't do what I wanted to do. Anyway, so UPS, you are on my naughty list. But traveling notary, absolutely, this is a really great way to bring in some extra money. When we lived rural, we used a local notary, and yeah, so really good suggestion. Thank you. Super easy to get your notary in most states, like really easy. You just take, I think you just take like a little class and like a little test in most cases, and you're good. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. I've been on YouTube a long time. Let's see. Locally, you can pick up a job doing test proctoring for schools. Test proctoring. Test proctoring. I don't know what that is. Test proctoring. Is that like an audit? Our test proctoring center intended for students to complete the exam under staff supervision. Oh, you're supervising tests. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that one. That's good. I like that. It's interesting. Yeah. Observe the SATs. Interesting. I like it. That's a good idea. I like that one a lot. See, so many interesting ideas. You just never know. Universal Life Church, you can make a little extra performing wedding ceremony. Hey, there you go. Perform wedding ceremonies. That's fun. That's awesome. Never know. One of my friends officiated my wedding. But yeah, that's cool. It's a good idea. Look at all these really fun, creative ideas. I mean, you never know. And they don't have to be like online, and they don't have to be like full-time things. Like a lot of this stuff, like I'm sure, you're not doing wedding ceremonies every day. You maybe not even be doing them every weekend. Maybe you have an eye for photography. So maybe you're going to pick up a camera and you're going to try to, go do some family photos in the park. Yes, it was yesterday. Yesterday, we were playing at the park with my kids. And there was somebody there. They had like one booking after another of family taking photos in the park. Literally, it was just like this person with a camera, tick, 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 all over the park taking pictures. So easy. Just the camera, no other equipment. And so yeah, I mean, you have to make that investment of the camera, of course, but if you can prove that you are good, and you maybe you could do some like specials, like, hey, here's your Christmas special, let's do your holiday Christmas photos or whatever, or let's do some family photos in the park, $50 for 30 minutes or whatever. Like, these are things that people love, and they love to do that. So who doesn't love getting professional family photos, especially outdoors? It's a really fun way to make money, meet families, and just have some fun. So if that's your thing, you got an eye for that. Well, hello, Safety Doc, and happy birthday, November 7th. I may not remember that in the future, but happy birthday. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I would love you guys to leave more ideas in the comments down below, and let me know any of your other ideas. I absolutely loved these ideas. You guys are so creative, and this just goes to show what you guys have shown, that there's just so many ways to bring in a little extra money here and there. Again, preppers talk a lot about saving money, which is good, and repurposing, and which is also really good. Really good. These are all really good things, but we can't forget about the also making money part. Money's not evil. It's just, we can learn to manage it, and we can bring it in and maybe do something fun while what we enjoy in the meantime. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. One more thing. Editing videos of people's special holidays and memories. You know what? Editing any type of audio or video, super popular, because people don't want to do that. I don't even want to edit my own videos. If I could hire someone to edit my videos, I have like 10 videos in my queue right now that need to be edited. And I'm just like, sometimes I hate hearing myself talk. I don't know why you guys like listening to me talk. Sometimes after like 3 videos, I'm just like, shut up. but but this is a really cute idea, especially around the holidays, for birthdays. People have like big birthdays or anniversaries, and you could do like these really, send me hundreds of pictures and compile them together, and I'll make a cute video for you. Wonderful idea. Awesome. I'll have my people call your people. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. And please don't forget to put any more comments or thoughts or ideas about how to make money in the comments down below this video. I will talk to y'all later. Thank you all so much for being here. And thank you everybody in the future that watches this. Bye-bye. I gotta end broadcast and then leave.